Welcome back, everyone. Today is day 2 on Allure of the Seas. We are traveling today, which means we are able to bring you guys around the boat for some awesome festivities. First up, we're going to start with a nice breakfast on our balcony overlooking the ocean, and we'll explain a little bit about the breakfast room service available. We then head over to the Schooner Bar to play Disney Trivia, where we figure out whether or not we're true Disney fans. After that, we grab a pretty bizarre lunch at the Windjammer while overlooking the boardwalk at the back of the ship. Following our lunch, we made our way to Blaze to play bingo. Unfortunately, there were some issues that we wish we knew ahead of time, but we'll give you all of that information when the time comes. Then it was time for our incredibly relaxing massage at the Vitality Spa, where we cover the price, the experience, and potentially having our masseuse fall asleep during our massage. Either way, we'll answer the big question, was it worth it? Finally wrapping the evening up, we head over to Formal Night for dinner. Tonight we try everything from escargot to creme brulee in this French cuisine themed dinner experience. As soon as we finish our dinner, we head over to the Aqua Theater at the back of the boat to witness some of the most talented performers put on an aqua show like you've never seen before.
Good morning, everybody, from the middle of the ocean. Funny enough, I don't think we're very far from shore. Way out there, I feel like I can see shoreline, kind of coast to coast. I think we've just been going up and down, like near like Port St. Lucie and Miami area. So I don't think we're very far from land. A little bit of a morning face here, but the bed was decently comfortable, a little hard. The pillows were not great, so I would probably recommend for future cruising, I would go ahead and bring your own pillows because it was just like, it was chunky with the actual insert stuff. It was like a foamy cotton thing. I don't really know what's in there. It just was lumpy and not super good, but overall the bed felt pretty okay. But again, definitely would bring my own pillow next time. We did go ahead and order some breakfast. I don't even know what all is in here, but we put a big list together. Let me show you kind of how you do that here. So you get these like breakfast menus here, and these are going to have like, pretty much you put all your information, but you can mark off everything that you want on the inside. So it's kind of nice, so you can basically have your entire breakfast delivered. However, if you want more of like the advanced part, so if you want like, again, pancakes, eggs, omelets, etc., that's an $8 per room delivery. However, everything else is included with your stay. Well, we are finished up with our breakfast, and I just want to say it was kind of like half good, half not very good. Some of the items I felt like were a little lackluster. I thought some of the fruit just wasn't very good. Cereal was fine. The donuts I actually thought were pretty okay. A little sweeter than normal, but I don't know. What were you thinking about the food?
I thought for a toasted bagel, the bagel wasn't super toasted, but it was tasty, so I enjoyed that. Yogurt I wasn't a fan of. Granola was a little too cinnamony for me, but the coffee, was top notch. Like saving that whole thing for myself.
Yeah, we're actually keeping like the whole carafe here of coffee just because she likes it so much. And they give you all your sugars, a little bit of milk or creamer there for yourself. So that'll be nice to kind of have later if we want it. But either way, yeah, most of the food was pretty okay. The other part was But it's funny because some of the same things that we had here were like worse or better than what we had at the Windjammer yesterday. Either way, let's have a fun, adventurous day here. I don't think we're moving, by the way. I feel like we're like sitting still. I don't see any waves, so I almost feel like we are anchored up. We're gonna go ahead to the pool for a little while. We do have a Disney trivia at 1:30, and then 3:30 we have bingo. 4:30 we have a spa session, and then we'll have our dinner followed by the Aqua Show. So we have a lot of stuff planned for the day, but we're gonna go hang out by the pool for just a little bit. And then, like I said, we'll head over to the trivia. So for now, we'll see you guys very soon.
It is trivia time. I'm just waiting for an elevator right now. Nicole is down there getting us a spot. We kind of like fell asleep out in the sun. It's pretty nice out there today. Cold breeze, but overall it's been pretty nice. But like I said, I'm just waiting for an elevator, and then we get to play some Disney trivia on Royal Caribbean. How cool is that? I feel like everybody's going up right now to the pools. I might have just been faster going down. I don't know which one's coming. They're all up on 15 right now. Maybe I should have went to the other side. Oh no. We got an elevator over there. Oh, they're going up too. Oh no, I can hear. They're already starting. We gotta go find Nicole. Oh, there she is. No seats available?
No.
Oh, we're a little late.
What is the name of the Toy Story the Toy Story store in Toy Story 2? Is it a Toy Barn?
Oh, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. How many brothers?
13, 12.
And sons have.
13.
I didn't even know you had
You're a
brothers.
Frozen fanboy. You know how many brothers you have.
I'm 7? 13? I don't know. I really had no idea. Oh.
I must be 13.
I would have said like 2. Okay, I knew one. It was asking Hades' minions in Hercules, and I know it's Pain and Panic, only because I feel like we always get like the Pain and Panic.
hot dogs.
Yeah, like Pain and Panic character. Also, who sang Once Upon a Dream? Nicole thinks it's Cinderella.
Or Sleeping Beauty.
Or Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, but that's 3 of them. I have no idea.
Watch me.
Is Cinderella? I feel like, does Cinderella even sing? I don't remember if she does. Aladdin, here we go.
Genie was stuck in the lamp for how many years before Aladdin found her?
10,000?
Nicole, you're letting us down.
Genie
I'm carrying
in the lamp.
How many years?
How many years
How many years for Genie?
before
10,000?
I think he goes like 10,000 years.
That sounds right.
These last 3 questions.
So we had some hard ones here.
his mom?
We have Aladdin's dad's name we don't know.
I know he's picking at Thebes, but who is he?
Okay, so Flotsam and Jetsam were the eels, and like Cassim is the one. So we got 14. I guess we're not true Disney fans. I guess I'm not vlogging any more Disney parks ever again. We're fake.
We don't deserve
Phony.
it right now.
And you obviously know we're just kidding. I'm obviously going to be going to Disney parks. But 14 isn't too bad. I don't think we cheated. Well, we might have cheated on 1. I don't remember. But we got some wrong. And then we just like didn't know them. But I'm surprised with how much Nicole actually knew. She knew a lot. I'm upset that we also can't do the sing-along or the like finish the lyrics, because I feel like Nicole knows like every song with Disney, which is crazy. I'm not good with it, but she is. So we're gonna go grab some lunch. But do you see this wire right there? I saw them stringing it last night, and there's like these hooks. So I wonder if they're gonna have like a party session or something out here. Last night they were doing some fun stuff, but I see a few hooks up here. So I don't know what they plan on holding up. We are heading out to the Windjammer. I don't know if we're on the right side. I thought we were on the right side, or maybe it's actually right around the corner. Where is the Windjammer? We need some lunch. Oh, look at this. Oh, they're playing Star Walking right now by Lil Nas X. What the heck? I don't think I've ever heard that song out in public. But either way, we are back at the Windjammer. I guess we'll grab a plate here, get some food. I'm not starved right now, but I will grab at least a little something. Maybe I won't do a burger again. This may be the weirdest meal I've ever gotten. I have chicken tikka masala. Well, I'm retrying the mac and cheese from yesterday because it looks a little better today. Then we were missing some breakfast items this morning because we didn't do like the service where like you pay like $8 to go to your room because it was like the premium or whatever. But now we have hash brown, breakfast sausage, and eggs. So I'm gonna try that. And then cantaloupe, just gotta like cantaloupe. It's kind of crazy. But more importantly, we have a pretty good view here of Allure of the Seas right next to us, right by the Aqua Theater, the boardwalk, and it looks like somebody's getting ready to zip line in just a second. And there they go. Zip lining across. This is what you do. Basically, this is your line right here. Like corner to corner. They are jamming with the music. You know, it's interesting because going to Disney and Universal, they don't ever play like their music, you know what I mean?
Is there
Or
nice,
like-
like actual songs?
Consensus on the weird hodgepodge of food I had. I think everything was actually pretty good. The cantaloupe, very good today. The watermelon didn't look as good, so I didn't pick any up. I liked the eggs. Definitely needed some salt. But I think like the star of everything was the tikka masala. I like tikka masala, and it was actually really well done. So good on Royal Caribbean for having a pretty good tikka masala. Wasn't the most flavorful, but it's pretty good for cruise food.
So apparently there's a whole section of desserts over here, which we did not notice yesterday, which very much disappoints me because I love my desserts. So today we're trying some instead.
I went ahead and got a repeat of this chocolate thing that we got yesterday because that was really good. And then we picked up all 3 cookie options. So it's a sugar, it's called like a coconut ranger, and then a white chocolate macadamia, which I love. And this is a vanilla Neapolitan. Don't know if I'm gonna like it, but it looked kind of fun. So coming back to our room really quick before we head out to bingo, they have made the bed and it looks like we have a bunny. So this is kind of nice that they even put your blanket over the whole thing. They made it look real nice here. We need to head over to Blaze to go start our bingo. Oh, we do have to go through the casino. Definitely smells like smoke a lot more today than it did yesterday, as they are probably cashing out right now. Now, from what I gathered, I believe you do have to buy a bingo card. It is not included, but you can ultimately win. We are heading here to Blaze. It looks like, here's the line over here. Starts in about 15 minutes, but we want to make sure that we got in with enough time. I don't think you could sell out of bingo cards. Here we go. Gotta find a spot in here right now. Doesn't look too busy yet. Have you ever won bingo before? I know you've played a few times.
I don't think so. I love bingo though, but I've never won.
I don't think there's that many people that are gonna show up maybe. I'm gonna assume there's gonna be a number of people still, but it doesn't look very busy. What's your price prediction for bingo? I haven't played like a paid bingo in probably so long. So it's like $10, $5,
I feel
$15.
like back when we were playing back home, it was like $20 on Sundays, and that was the deal. So
$20 for how many?
A whole packet of them.
What's a pack? I think we saw they were like the digital ones.
Yeah. I know, like back home, we used to play at, like the Salvation Army, and it was like a stack of them. As soon as someone wins, you rip it off and play a new one. I'm gonna guess it's $20 a person. How about you?
So $20, and then we just get like a number of them.
I think the online computer would be like scanned in with a bunch of them. But I wish it was the dot ones. I like that.
Guess we'll find out.
I didn't bring them in the move, the dotters. Back in Illinois.
All right, so we need to update you on the pricing as we are tearing these pieces. So one of these packages is $49, and you're gonna get 3 games. So you have blue, and then you get orange, and then green, and you have 6 chances per session here. So it's buy 2, get 1 free. So we bought 2 of the 49, giving us a 3rd sheet here. And then being a platinum member, we then got 2 extra games for free in the last one. So instead of having 3 sheets, we'll have the 3 sheets plus those 2 in the last round. However, we have a massage to get to in like 45 minutes, or no, like an hour or so. I don't know. So we don't have too long. But it also comes with like these like tear-offs that you like get a one-time chance to win if you get like 3 in a row. And I actually got the boats, which is only $1, but I guess we'll keep going. Also, the little like punch marker things were $3 a piece. Well, we are no longer going to bingo because it didn't start until 4:15. Our massage is at 4:30. We were not aware. We thought that the 3:30 time posted in the app was the time that we were ultimately supposed to go ahead and do like bingo. So we got there early, assuming like it was going to start at 3:30, got our seat, and there was still a line at almost 4 o'clock, and we're like, we're not going to make our time. So we asked them, and they said we can get a partial refund. Those little pull tabs we had to pay for, it was just kind of a mess. As I'm sitting in this giant comfy chair right now, I guess I just want to elaborate. So it was $5 per pull tab. So they refunded us everything for the bingo cards, but they didn't refund us for the pull tabs, which turned out to be $30, which is insane because I would have never bought those on their own. I don't know. It was a mess, and I feel like that should be noted inside of the app that you start at 4:15 and that like doors open at 3:30 instead of like starts at 3:30 and like I don't know. So that's kind of the first like not good experience that we've had so far. Everything else has been really, really good so far, but that was really a bummer, and I just didn't like how it was kind of done. I feel like they should have announced that ahead of time, like, hey, this is going to start in 45 minutes, instead of like us just like waiting there and then realizing like, wait a minute, there's still a massive line. Oh well. All right, we are coming in to get our massage. I feel like every single time you come into a spot, it's like voice levels go down, everything goes down. As you come in, you can smell like that eucalyptus in here. The first day, this place was packed as they were doing like giveaways and everything. We did not win. One nice thing is over here around the corner, they actually have some Starbucks items, but they have like juices and cleanses, which is also kind of nice. But they have like a little bit of everything when it comes to wellness. They've got like sculpting and hair things, like facial things. It's kind of crazy. So I've never gotten a massage on a cruise boat, so this is going to be very interesting. One thing I wish they did include, and we'll talk about it a little bit more afterward, is kind of like a spa session. I know other cruises do include it, or other options out there do include like more like hot tubs and like things that are included. Oh, this is kind of trippy. This is glass right now. That is crazy. So again, we'll talk about the pricing and everything with you guys when we are done. I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like back here. Like I said, very, very serene. So currently we are in the relaxation room right now. We just filled out our iPads, kind of talking about things that we want. You have a little, looks like a cherry blossom tree here in the middle, but I obviously don't want to be very loud as others are in here trying to relax, but they do have some water over here. It looks very nice in here, to be honest. And I do feel relaxed. We are back in the room at a very bright sunset that is blinding the camera and myself right now. I guess let's do a little review on the Vitality Spa here on Royal Caribbean. I think we need to head back in though, because that was way too bright. So the little recap here before we head over to the pool, and then again we have our formal dinner tonight, which is always a lot of fun. But in my opinion, I think we paid after gratuity about $550 to $570, I think. I think after like the package of the couples Swedish massage for 75 minutes, I think it was right around $400. So then we did a tip there, and like I said, it came out to maybe like $550 or so. And I just feel like it's pretty pricey. I will say that. And do you get the value? I don't know. I guess it really depends, like what you feel is the value. It was a really nice massage. I did time it. I'm always somebody that likes to time the massages, and it was about an hour and 10 minutes. So if you guys know, I've gotten a number of massages. Does your entire time account for like the consultation and like undressing and dressing? Or how does that work? But the time of massage was about an hour and 10 minutes. So I thought maybe it was 5 minutes short, but I know that sometimes I'm like, do they just include that in there between like, again, everything before and everything after? There was one point where I thought like the girl that was giving me my massage like almost fell asleep, it kind of seemed like. And Nicole said the same thing, right?
Yeah, it almost felt like they like started to like rub and then just like pause and like sporadically continue. It's like, oh, like I'm falling asleep. Is she falling asleep right now? Or maybe that's just how it's supposed to be. I don't totally know, but it felt a little like sleeping on her end.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I felt. Like everything was very good, and like she was very, very good and talented. But then like there was one point she was like on my neck and like paused in a spot for like 3 seconds and then like twitched and then like did something else. And I was like, she might have just like fallen asleep on me. And again, that was the only time it happened. So I feel like it wasn't like a normal occurrence. It was just like this one moment. Also, I feel like about the last 10 minutes or so, it kind of felt like she was just like doing things to buy time, because I don't think Nicole was done with like her session yet. So it felt a little lackluster for that last, like, I'd say like 8 to 12 minutes. So overall, it felt like it was worth it in the sense that it was really relaxing and it was just a good time, but it was definitely pricey for what you're getting. I feel like the top end spas typically include a few other things, like again the hot tubs and like that like spa essentials that you get, just kind of like the bathrooms and whatever. This is just like strictly a massage, and that is it for $400 to $500 for, again, a couple. So I think you can get it for about $200 or right under $200 for like a single person at about 55 minutes. Again, it just seems a little pricey in my opinion, but it's definitely a nice, relaxing thing to do while you're on vacation. So is it worth it? Probably so, but I think you would have to make the decision based on what you've previously paid and what you feel is worth it and not worth it. But I'm upset. We had the sunset view before, and then we turned the boat, and now we don't have the sunset view. So I was gonna get some sort of time lapse, but we no longer have the sunset view, which kind of stinks. So I don't know. Hopefully one day we will, but we kind of like cruised and the boat was like wobbling like crazy. And now we're just getting ready for formal night. And blam, we're all swoozed up. I don't know how formal this is. I feel like I didn't pack like a nice enough shirt, but I feel like it's gonna do, right?
We look nice.
We look nice, and I think that's what matters also. I am super burnt.
I'm kind of jealous.
Jealous from being burnt? I feel like
Burn turns into
sunburnt. No, I think I'm burnt. Tonight is a Taste of France dinner, and the chef's recommendation are the escargot, roasted beef tenderloin, and the creme brulee or creme brulee. Either way, we'll have to try them out. The chef's recommendation from yesterday I didn't love. It was the fried chicken. Wasn't a huge fan. Either way, let's head on in. Looking like a pretty nice dinner tonight. I like that it's a France-based dinner choice. So after we went ahead and looked at the menu, Nicole and I have decided. So I am doing the French onion soup, she's doing the calamari, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the beef tenderloin, and she will do the salmon. And then for dessert, I did the creme brulee, and she's doing the dark chocolate chip cookies. But already, we have our appetizers. And a slight correction, she did the cappuccino chocolate cake. I think that actually looks better too. I think she'll like it more. But again, you can get whatever you want, so we can always double dip if we would like. I am super excited to try out this French onion soup. This looks like the top of a perfectly crusted pizza, so hopefully it is delicious. Look at the crust right now. You can't even like poke through it, which means it's going to be a nice solid top. And funny enough, I got the creme brulee, so it's going to do the same thing. You know, funny enough, I never thought that Nicole was into octopus. I thought, do you like escargot? You think it's okay?
I've had it once, but I don't really think I would say I like it.
Or
but
clams?
I have had it. I love clams.
Clams, you
I've never
like,
had
yeah.
oysters. I love clams, like
Yeah.
fried clams.
Is there a big difference between clams and oysters?
I don't know. I've never had an oyster. I feel like oysters are typically like, I guess not typically, but like they can be eaten raw, or like clams you don't mess around with raw, I'm assuming. So
I don't know.
I'm a clam girl.
I don't think those are on the menu tonight.
Tomorrow.
Dishes have arrived and we have tried them out. The beef tenderloin is quite tasty, and the salmon has a horseradish crust to it, which I think both of us were nervous about, but we've been having so much like red meat, beef, and chicken that we wanted to try something a little bit more seafoody. How are you feeling about it?
It's really good. I really enjoy it. The horseradish is not too spicy or horseradishy. It's just kind of like a breading on top, and it's definitely a nice change from the steak and the fish and the burger we've been having lately.
One thing I wish that was different with our spot is that you can see the window here. It's very like fogged over. It's got this like weird haze to it. So you can't really see, like very, very little. You can kind of see the waves moving through there. But I wish it was actually more see-through so you could actually see the outdoors and then see like the waves and such. But it is a little bit like, I don't know, glossy, or I don't know. You just can't see through it. And that's one thing I wish with this spot we could have. Otherwise, it's actually pretty nice. Desserts have arrived. Again, the top, does that not look exactly like the cheese from earlier?
Double time.
It literally looks exactly like the cheese. Nicole told me she never had creme brulee, which is why her like custard yesterday that she wasn't a huge fan of, I was like, oh, well, like, have you ever had creme brulee? It's kind of the same thing. She was like, no. But hers looks super good. I feel like it almost looks like a tiramisu. I don't know. Might have to get my own piece of that. We are going to get Nicole's reaction. The first time ever trying creme brulee on the cruise. I mean, it's the first time ever trying it, but
It's like burnt marshmallow, but like almost snot.
So finishing up some of our dessert here, we did go ahead and order a batch of chocolate chip cookies, the dark chocolate ones actually. The creme brulee is a little weird. It's a little warm and it has like some sort of like liquid on the bottom that I don't know if I'm a huge fan of, but Nicole obviously didn't love it too much, but it definitely did taste like burnt marshmallows. Her cake though, that espresso cake, was fantastic. I think that was one of the best desserts that we've had on the ship so far, in my opinion. So I thought they were gonna be like a dark chocolate, like fully dark chocolate, but it's actually like a chocolate chip cookie with I think like dark chocolate chips. So is it soft? Does it feel soft?
It's warm.
Ooh, all right.
I'm a cookie girl. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna go in for it here. Dark chocolate cookie. Oh, that is hot. That's good. Lots of chocolate chips you can see there on the bottom. Thinner than normal. That's solid. Actually, I think I still like that cake more though. I thought that was really good. So that's different, and I think it's actually pretty good as well. We are heading back to our room so Nicole can change out her shoes, and we could just do any kind of dropping off, picking up of anything that we need to. But I do want to point out one thing from tonight. I definitely noticed a lot more. I don't know if you did, but a lot more activity. Our seats are right next to kind of like a prep area. And I feel like they were like definitely in there a lot more today, a lot more people. That is one downside, I feel like, to our spot. So I kind of mentioned like the porthole being kind of glazed over. I just feel like the people just they're in and out of that area a lot, so it's kind of like being next to like a bathroom or something. It just feels a little too active with the employees kind of coming and going. Totally fine, but I definitely noticed it today more than I think yesterday, and I don't know how it's going to be going forward. One of my good friends, John, told me to take stairs while you are on a cruise to help kind of work off some of everything that you eat. So we have been doing that. It has been helping quite a bit, I feel, because I don't know, we're adding extra steps that you could be, you know, just taking the elevator for. So we're taking the stairs a lot more. Hopefully it kind of equates to something and I don't gain 20 pounds. It's still crazy to think that we're on a boat right now in the middle of like this promenade area. Just crazy. Up next, and I think what will probably pretty much close us out for the night, is going to be the aquatic show here on the back of the boat. So we are heading back there now. I do know on the icon they actually moved it up to the front because the back has like an infinity pool, which I think would be amazing. Maybe one day we'll do the icon, but it is absurdly expensive to cruise that ship right now, and they're pretty much all booked up for most of 2024. Now we're getting here pretty early, so I'm hoping we can get some good seats. It's looking pretty empty so far. Oh yeah, this is like empty. Here we go.
Save you. Swim for the shore just as fast as you are able to swim.
Back at the steps again, but you know what's something that's super cool about the show is not only are they super talented, but to think that the boat was like rocking, you could see the waves of the pool that they were in going so bad because again, we could feel like the boat shifting. So not only is it super impressive that they have to like balance people, but they also have to do it while the ship is tilting. I don't know, I think that's already like a feat in itself to like be able to do those things, but to do it on a moving ship that like you can't like control the scenario, super impressive. Now with all that said, we are getting out of here. We have a perfect day at Coco Cay bright and early tomorrow where we will be showing you the new adult only area, Hideaway Beach there. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, turn that bell notification on. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. We will see you guys in the next one. Take care.